The United Steelworkers represents members from more than 7,400 locals across North America and bargains 2,500 contracts every year in a variety of industries.
Obviously, for our members, collective bargaining is one of the most important things we can do. It's where they see union in action. That's where they get the results of right there, that they see what we do and how we're able to do it.
It's crucial and central to everything that the union does. It is what the union is about. And the other peripheral work we do, while it's crucial and important and lends to it, it's really designed to support the union when it goes to the bargaining table.
We protected jobs, we protected income, we protected benefits, when many others lost everything.
We've held our own in collective bargaining. We've negotiated some good contracts. We've bargained protections for our members. We have literally hundreds of collective agreements that came from our merger with PACE that had successor rights in them, the right of people to maintain their contract if they're acquired by another company, and because of that we saved thousands of jobs.
We made a conscious decision at the beginning of this economic downfall is that we were not going to reduce the services to our members at a time when they need us the most.
I don't think there's another union anywhere that could have come through this type of tragedy and come out this well.
But you got to remember that this is not going to last forever. And so you don't do things that are permanent right now. You resist them and you push back, and you see just how much backbone this employer has to pick a fight.
We've sustained long fights with Honeywell, with Vale, with US Steel, with Gerdau, and people know that if you try to take advantage of our members, this union will fight for our members.
In Hamilton, Ontario, members of USW Local 1005 have been locked out by US Steel for 9 months and counting. This comes on the heels of the company's 8-month lockout of Local 8782 at Lake Erie Works in Nanticoke. There, steelworkers refused to be bullied into cuts to wages, pensions, and benefits. In Hamilton, members are fighting concessions that would put the pensions of some 9,000 retirees at risk. USW members and their allies have marched, picketed, and even shut down a major canal lift bridge used for transporting steel-making components.
When US Steel bought us, I actually heard John Surma tell us that he had absolutely no problem with our pensions, with our contract.
US Steel bought this place. They made a commitment here. They haven't even lived up to 1 year of that commitment. There's 900 families, 9,000 pensioners' families. The community of Hamilton as a whole is going to suffer while this place is shut down.
Everywhere on earth, corporate bastards are trying to pick our pockets.
We've got soldiers fighting in Afghanistan and dying and getting their limbs blown off to keep freedom. And we've lost freedom at the gates of the very plant that has provided so much work and so much wealth to our city.
This is everyone's fight. It's all of our fights across the country.
Solidarity forever. Never give up the fight. Never bow down. Never give up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sudbury.
In Canada, Brazilian mining giant Vale tried to force drastic reductions and job insecurity on workers in Sudbury, Voisey's Bay, and Port Colborne. But members of USW Locals 9508, 6200, and 6500 rejected the deal. They stood together for 12 months, the longest strike in the company's 100-year history.
INCO is an example of foreign ownership and greed to the utmost.
The company came in from day one with an ultimatum, and they basically dictated a contract to us. There was no bargaining.
No, they didn't want to negotiate a contract. They just wanted to bully us right from the beginning.
Vale Inco is what corporate greed's all about. You got foreign ownership that's coming in to a community where has always had respect for the union and the environment. This is just a vicious attack, and it's union busting.
We went to the bargaining table to negotiate. Valley went to the bargaining table to dictate. We'll win this fight. We got to be strong. We got to be determined and committed.
Our brothers and sisters lasted 1 day longer, eventually winning a new contract and returning to work with their heads held high.
The International was there for us. every single step of the way. And this is best education I could have possibly gotten.
What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it?
In Metropolis, Illinois, USW Local 7-669 represents 230 well-trained men and women at the Honeywell Uranium Processing Plant, where you can find some of the deadliest chemicals on Earth. On June 28, 2010, despite the union's offer to work under an expired collective bargaining agreement, Honeywell locked out USW members and replaced them with inexperienced temporary workers. The union has hung tough for more than a year.
This fight's been tough. Anytime that you've got as many people and families involved in a labor dispute as we have, it's been a tough fight.
You guys need any help at all, let me know. Let the women of Steel know, because if you look to your right and look to your left, I'm sure you'll see one of the women of Steel floating around here. We're everywhere. We try to do everything and help everyone we can.
To be honest, we have got more support than I ever dreamed of in a labor dispute. They gave us the resources to make us a smarter union through the Building Power program and stuff like that. They gave us resources and helped us with come up with activities that we can do to kind of keep the membership bumped up, kind of keep them pumped up. And so I give a lot of credit to the International for a lot of the resources that they've given us.
Being able to pick up the phone or write an email to a member of the International staff and have an immediate response with ideas, options, and basically anything we need has been there from the International throughout the entire fight.
In my life in the union, I have griped about union dues, my own self. I admit that and to anybody. But when you go through something like that we have went through the last year, I promise you'll never gripe again.
Without our strike assistance pay, that strike would have been over a long time ago. Our members needed that money, and because of our dues structure the way it is, we're able to collect that strike assistance pay, and that's key to winning a battle.
The Strike and Defense Fund is the backbone of the union. We cannot give up the backbone. We cannot give up the one piece of our institution that allows us to withstand employer attacks. We have got to continue to build the fund. The fund can't be big enough. It can't be large enough. The bigger it is, the more powerful it is, the more powerful we are.
We're a big union. We have a lot of resources. And because of that, a local like mine up in Canada, we can take on and fight a multinational, billion-dollar corporation and make a difference in the world.